Hey everyone, so I've been watching a lot of the I Heart Drugstore makeup tags, and I think it's so neat to see what other people think about drugstore products, so I definitely wanted to do one myself, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and find it helpful, and please feel free to comment down below with any suggestions or feedback, or like or subscribe if you want to continue to watch videos from me. So here we go. So this one's kind of a tie between Rimmel and Wet n Wild. I love Rimmel because they have amazing lipsticks, and I am a lipstick fanatic. I go crazy for lipsticks, and these are affordable, and the quality just blows my mind every time. And so my favorite ones are definitely the lasting finish ones. I do like the Moisture Renew ones, but they're a bit icky when you get a taste of them in your mouth. And the other brand that I really do like is Wet n Wild, especially since they've come out with the new coverall collection. So here's just the powder. I think these are amazing. The powder and the foundation they have, it really blows my mind. And so I also have their eyeshadows and some other products from them, and I'm never really disappointed. I want to try more of their lipsticks, especially the ones that just came out from the Fergie collection. So it really is a tie between Wet n Wild and Rimmel. Okay, so for my face favorite, it's the Physicians, I can never say it, but it's the Physicians Formula Conceal RX, and this is in the shade Fair or Light. And I love this concealer because it's tacky and opaque, and I can set it with a powder and it lasts a really long time. It's just my go-to concealer when I have a blemish that I really want to cover and I don't want anyone to see. Something similar to this is the Glamouflage concealer from Hard Candy. I find that the consistency is similar, where it's a bit tacky and very opaque. So, and a little bit goes the longest way. I mean, this is going to last me, they're both going to last me an extremely long time because you only need the tiniest dot. There's that. And then for my blush favorite, it's a bit tricky because I have a few, but I think my favorite blush from the drugstore, hopefully this will count, I think it's NYX, just because the color selection is amazing, the quality is amazing. I know that I have a wide range to choose from, and whatever color I get, I'm going to enjoy the quality of it. But if I had to pick just one, I think it would be, if I can find it here. Where did you go? I think I just lost my favorite one. Here we go. Okay, so I'm kind of, there's no name on it anymore, but this is the NYX Terracotta Blush, and it's a natural, everyday, shimmery but not really shimmery once you apply it kind of blush. I wore this for the longest time, day after day after day. So you can find these at Ulta or Cherry Culture or just on the NYX website. If you want something that is in the drugstore and not like 30 minutes away like my Ulta store is, one that I would definitely choose over the NYX one, it's the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, and I did just get this not too long ago, but I like the quality. It doesn't apply very patchy, and I find that this is just a really pretty color, so I'm glad that I got it because I've fallen in love with it. It's just a nice peachy kind of color. I think that it's similar to Terracotta, it's just more of a lighter peach than a peachier brown, if that makes sense. So there's that. Okay, so for lips, obviously it's been established that I am in love with the Rimmel Lasting Finish lipsticks, especially the Kate Moss collection. However, I have run into a lip liner that I have fallen in love with at the drugstore. I actually just ordered some more from cherryculture.com. But these are the Jordana Easy Liners, and this is in Tawny and Rock and Rose, and I love these lip liners. They are so creamy, and they don't pull at my lips when I apply them, and they help my lipstick just last that extra bit longer, and they're only like $1.99, which is crazy. I feel like I'm just going to buy these and stop trying out different lip liners just because I love these so much, and I wish they had the color range that NYX has, because I want to buy as many as I possibly can, because they're only $2, so you can't really beat that. So for least favorite product, I don't actually have it with me anymore. I think I gave it away or threw it away, but it's the Revlon blushes and then also the Revlon eyeshadow quads. And I've seen people use them in videos and somehow they worked. And I don't know what it is, but I got them. I tried 2 of the eyeshadow quads and 2 of the blushes, and I didn't like either one. Like the eyeshadow quads, they were patchy and they didn't blend, and then I tried the blushes and they either didn't show up like at all, or they showed up on this side of my cheek and then they skipped over and then showed up on this side again, and none of it made any sense. I was confused every time I tried to use these products because they were absolutely horrible. So I'm sorry if that bothers anyone, but they just didn't work for me. And I do really like Revlon. Foundations are amazing, lipstick's incredible, but their blushes and their eyeshadows, I just don't know if I would ever go for that again. So there's that one. So for overpriced drugstore products, I feel like this is the hardest one for me. I want to say it's Physicians Formula, just because I like their blushes, but they're just so expensive that I can't get myself to buy them. If they were just a teeny bit lower in cost, I would probably have at least 2 or 3 by now. I just feel like if you're going to be in the drugstore, stick to the drugstore range of how affordable you are. I know their products are pretty good, but I mean, I don't want to pay an arm and a leg. It's hard to go for the Physicians Formula product when, you know, there's a Revlon or Maybelline one that's just as great and costs that little bit, that costs a little bit. Okay, so for the overpriced drugstore product, this was a bit hard for me just because I usually don't buy products if I think they're overpriced, because I'd rather buy 2 of something than 1 of something else that's going to be the same quality. So if I had to choose a brand, I think it would be Physicians Formula, just because why are you in the drugstore and you cost, you know, that bit extra than a product right down the aisle that works just the same, such as Revlon or Maybelline or CoverGirl or Milani or Wet n Wild or anything like that. When I'm in the drugstore, I never really go for the Physicians Formula products unless they're on sale, which is the only reason why I have that concealer I showed you earlier in the first place. I have tried a blush of theirs and I really, really liked it, and then it shattered all over the place, and I just haven't been able to force myself to buy a replacement for that blush because it's too expensive. Like, I just don't understand. Okay, so this was a bit tricky as well, just because I found that if I had the drugstore dupe, I didn't have the high-end version of it because I was told it was a dupe already. The only product that I found something similar to and was like, ah, shucks, you know, I didn't really need to buy it, is the MAC lipstick in Ravishing. And I never buy high-end lipsticks. I've only bought 2, and they're both from MAC, and they are both from recommendations from a Beauty Crush video. And so this is Ravishing. This is what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful, and before I found the dupe, I had never seen anything like this. And so I'll just do like a swatch real quick. So that's what it looks like. And the dupe I found for it is the Revlon matte lipstick in Smoked Peach. And so because this is a matte finish, they're not an exact dupe for one another, because this is matte whereas the other one is a bit more glossy. However, the coloring is very, very similar, and I don't know if it's going to show up in the video, but I could put this on my bottom lip and this on my top lip, and you really wouldn't be able to tell the difference at all. And just because this is $15, I'm never going to buy it again, especially because I have this one, so I don't ever need to. And I would do a swatch, but because it's winter time, my lips are super dry, so they've actually kind of cracked up here, and you don't want to see that. It's not pretty. So, but this is my dupe, so I hope that was informative or helpful or whatnot. So Okay, so for products that weren't really worth the hype, I'm almost afraid to say it because I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of angry comments. But I heard I heard so much about the e.l.f. Studio blushes, especially in Candid Coral. And so when they were having like a 50% off sale, I just went and bought the entire line. They were only $1.50. So I've tried to use them, and they've been sitting in the back of my makeup table for so long just because they're patchy. Like, they come on really patchy. And I know that a lot of people have said that the e.l.f. products are inconsistent. Sometimes you just get a dud. And I kind of wonder if maybe that's what happened with the entire line. So this is Candid Coral. And I don't know if you can see, but I've actually kind of had to scrape in there a bit. For some reason, and I don't put my fingers in here, I just use my brush, but it's like the top layer hardens, and then I can't get like I can put my brush in there, but it doesn't pick up any of the product. So when I apply it, it comes off very patchy. And that's what I have trouble with on this one. The color is very, very pretty. So this is one that I might purchase again just to see if this was a dud. For Beauty Bargain, I have the Jordana eyeshadow duo, and this is in the shade Good Match. And I love these because they're great blending crease colors. And so you get a neutral skin tone looking color that I like to use as a brow highlight, and then I'll soften up like a harsh edge with it. And then you also get just a neutral soft brown. And I love this color for blending colors into the crease or softening them. So I usually have this in my kit, and I always take it with me if I'm traveling or going out or doing anything like that. So I definitely think that this is something you should give a try. You can usually find Jordana in Walgreens and also on cherryculture.com. Okay, so for Underdog product, I feel like when I first started trying out this brand, it wasn't recognized in the YouTube community, but it started to pick up a bit more, and the only place that I've been able to find it is at Ulta. So this is the Essence brand, and as you can see, I've got like a collection of things that I've tried out. The first product I ever tried was the Stay All Day long-lasting eyeshadow, and it's the one I'm wearing on my lid right now. And this is Glammy Goes Too. And I absolutely love these eyeshadows. They remind me of the Maybelline color tattoos, except these don't dry out. I've had this for a really long time, and it still hasn't dried out. And then one of my other favorite products from them are the eyeliners. This is the gel eyeliner that I've been using for quite a while, and it's Midnight in Paris. And I just find that it's very similar to the Wet n Wild gel eyeliner, but it's got cuter packaging. So, and I like this, and it hasn't dried out or anything. And then they also sell a angled eyeliner brush that I use with the gel eyeliner, and I think this is like $1.49, but it works like a charm. So, and then the other eyeliner product is the long-lasting eyeliner pen, and I love this thing. It's amazing. Like, I have the Jordana Fabuliner, but if this was in the drugstore, I would probably get this over the Jordana one. And I've had it for a really long time, so it's not as sharply defined as it used to be. But as you can see, I just made a mark, and it's still got pigment in it, and I've had it for over half a year now. So I'm just going to keep telling you about these products. I also have the eyebrow pencil that you might have seen in a few tutorials. And then I picked up one of their lipsticks, and this is in Creamy Natural, or Creamy Nude. And here's what it looks like. This is an awesome lipstick. I do really like it, and I want to try out some more. And then lastly, and one of my most exciting purchases, they had an Essence Twilight Breaking Dawn collection, and then when I got there, most of the products had already been picked out except this one, and this is the Breaking Dawn blush. And I love this blush. Like, it's very red, but when you swatch it, it's a very natural red. I was worried about how I would be able to wear this, but see how soft it is? It's not bright in your face red. So I've really enjoyed this one. It's probably my second favorite item from them, even though I don't wear it every day. Okay, so just because I mentioned this blush, I wanted to show you guys something. It actually sits over there, but I haven't ever put it in the background because it scares me sometimes. But this is Edward Cullen, and this is the cardboard cutout of him that my boyfriend got a long time ago when the first movie came out. And I actually started reading the books like before the movie started coming out and fell in love. And I was like I was like a diehard Twilight fan. Like, I had a doll of him and all the posters, and like I Mod Podged like coat hangers and all kinds of stuff in the Twilight theme. So here he is. He actually sits over there, and he scares me some mornings, and he really freaks out my dog. I'll put him somewhere at random and my dog sees him and he goes ballistic. I don't know why. I guess because he looks pretty real. And he doesn't look very happy. And I don't know if you can see this. I didn't draw that on him. When my boyfriend got it for me from the store, this is the only one they had, and it was the one that was on display. And someone tried to give him like a Hitler stash. So like, I have the Edward Cullen Hitler hybrid hanging out in my room. Well, I just thought that was funny, so I decided I would show you guys. And I'm going to put him down now, so bye, Edward. So yeah, that was my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful and interesting and all kinds of stuff. Please feel free to comment down below with any suggestions or feedback. Like this video if you enjoyed it so I know I'm doing okay. Or subscribe if you would like to see other videos from me in the future. I do have another request. I haven't forgotten you, and I have some other ideas I'm playing around with. So I will see you in the next video. Bye!